What's up, guys? This is Matt Kowalis from Detroit Sports Bettors, the #1 sports information company in Michigan. Today we're at Cabrina Jiu-Jitsu in Las Vegas, Nevada, because we're starting a new chapter of Detroit Sports Bettors, our traveling video series. And today we get to interview none other than Flyweight champion of the world, first Mexican-born champion, Brandon Moreno. Check it out. What's up, guys? This is Matt Kowalis from Detroit Sports Bettors at Cabrina Jiu-Jitsu in Las Vegas, Nevada. And for our first episode of our traveling YouTube series, we have none other than UFC champion of the world, Brandon Moreno. Brandon, how's it going today?
Man, nothing, man. Nice to talk with you, and I'm excited to talk about, the fights and everything, right?
Yeah, I appreciate you taking the time, as always.
Awesome,
and
thank you.
To start, as you can see, I have your shirt on right here. The represent. Is it weird at all seeing yourself on the back of a shirt like that?
A little bit, and sometimes, because it's like I love, to the people, I know to be like a kind of famous.
Yeah, yeah.
But at the same time, I'm from a really humble city and a little humble town, neighbor.
Sure.
But yeah, I'm getting success, and I understand my face can be in some different places, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And talk about that. Talk about what that means to you to represent Tijuana and Mexico and what you're doing in Tijuana right now.
Man, so, combat sports, not just in Tijuana, in Mexico, in general, they love the combat sports. So obviously,
exactly.
we are very famous in boxing. We have so many champions in
I saw
that
you training with
area.
Canelo.
Exactly. So I met her like 2 months ago, I think so, or 3.
Yeah.
He's an amazing guy. That's I know why he's an amazing champion, because he's very respectful, very humble.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we love the combat sports. We are really good in boxing, even in Taekwondo, in Olympic Games. We have some gold medals there in that sport. But the mixed martial arts is a kind of new sport in my country.
100%.
Obviously, when UFC went to Mexico City the first time in 2014, everything changed there, and the evolution of the sport started to grow up very fast. But I think we need to put a little bit more work in that.
Okay.
Me, like a champion right now, is like another huge step to the future and the evolution of the game in Mexico, and I'm excited for that. Obviously, Represent is an amazing brand who's helping me in this journey.
Yeah.
And we are doing a lot of amazing stuff. This is the first feature with them, and we have one more, and something more are coming. So, man, I'm excited to work with them.
Yeah, very cool. And talk about Canelo for a second. What did he teach you to how to handle being a champion, with so many eyes on you at all times?
Yeah, I thought with him, like, not too much time. That moment was like 25 minutes, something like that.
Okay.
But it wasn't a special moment because starting with, he's amazing. He's a global star,
for sure.
right? He's the best boxer in this area in this year, in this time. We talk a little bit about the fame, what happened with. You have all this glory, all the followers, the social media, the interview, the cameras.
Exactly.
And he told me, like, I need to be very focused more right now.
Exactly.
Because in some point, it's very easy to go to the top.
Yeah.
But keep you there. I mean, obviously, it's a kind of cliche because everybody say that.
For sure.
And talk about that is easy. Yeah. Obviously, when you try to do it, it's
totally
the most
different.
hard part.
Yeah, yeah. So what I wanted to do too is kind of, you have your upcoming fight, the trilogy with Deiveson Figueiredo, but I wanted to reverse it because a lot of people don't always know about your beginnings. With the Ultimate Fighter, the UFC, and stuff like that. You had some tough beginnings. What did the humbling beginnings, getting cut from the UFC and things like that, what did that do to you to give you that hunger, that drive? Because when you came out against Figueiredo, that face, I'd never seen anything like that.
Man, I had very bad times when UFC released me from the company because everything was like a snowball, like a problem and another problem and another problem. So I got the Flyweight LFA title in 2019.
Okay.
And UFC gave me the second opportunity to go to the company, right?
Yeah.
So I fought against Askarov
Yep,
in Mexico City in September, I think so, yes.
Yeah.
But before the fight, I had a long conversation with myself.
Yeah.
Trying to, to say like, man, I don't want to go again to that black and huge hole I was.
Yeah, yeah.
So, man, it was like, man, I need to go to the UFC 100%, and I need to get that title. I mean, I need to beat every single guy the UFC put me in front of me in the octagon. And, you know, obviously, the technical part was very important, obviously.
For sure.
But I think my mindset was the key of my success right now, because I feel amazing right now.
You know, and that's such a huge thing today, is the mindset, the positivity that you bring. I have so much respect for that, because you may not even realize it, but even in Michigan, I had people texting me after the fight, and they're like, dude, I'm in tears right now. I'm not even kidding. They're like, that was the most amazing thing I have ever watched. So your impact literally is worldwide, you know?
Thank you, man.
So, and that's one great thing, too. It's like, we're Detroit sports bettors all the way up in Michigan, you know, a colder place. So it's cool to get out here and be able to interview you and tell you about what you've done, like, throughout the world and things like that. And now I'd love to talk about the upcoming fight with Deiveson Figueiredo, obviously. The first one, controversial draw. The second one, it's my opinion, my opinion. The second one, submission choke. You dominated that one. So is there anything you're looking to do different in the third fight coming up?
Man, you know, because other people ask me about that, like, man, you think you need to change something or something, you know? Man, to be honest, he need to make the change in his training camp. He went to Arizona to train with Seguro and all that stuff.
I didn't know that.
That's fine, and I really believe he need to do something different.
Yeah.
To me, it's about to try to fix just a little things, right? Well, maybe it's something I can do better.
For sure.
In my next fight. But talking about my training camp in general, I think it's just hard work. Go and get my training camp, be very smart.
For sure.
And, you know, again, try to do something different or try to fix something to do it better. But, man, I think it's just hard work. I mean, take care of the guy, because I know he's hungry and he wants to get his belt back, right? Yeah. But, man, I'm here and I'm hungry too. I'm hungry, more than hungry than ever. Yeah. And I'm ready for this new challenge. I know it's a new Deiveson Figueiredo, so I'm ready for this new challenge for me.
100%, and I appreciate you saying that. And one thing I wanted to talk about too, because the average fan or maybe the upcoming fighter doesn't know what an agency can do for you. So I wanted to bring up Iridium Sports Agency. You know, we've worked with them, and I wanted to know what Iridium did for your career and how it maybe changed it and helped propel it up.
Man, they put my professional career in another place, you know, in another level. You know, talking about Jason, who is the CEO, Jacob, Ed, man, I have my Jeremy. You know, all these guys, they are amazing. So I met them in 2018, actually, when UFC released me from the company. Like December, I think so, January, the first week of January. And I started to talk with them, and, you know, they told me about their plan to me to go back to the UFC. I mean, because they had the possibility to put me there again, the big stage, right? So when I signed with them, I start to go out of that whole horrible in my life, and that was amazing. I'm very grateful with them, because they are amazing people. They are very professionals, and I love the team.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. and now, I mean, look at you just got switched from UFC 269 to 270, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, but now you're headlining a car with Francis Ngannou, Cyril Gane. How does that feel to be with guys like that?
This competitive part of me is like, just one fight in the year, you know, because I fought in December 2020. Then I fought in June of this year. And my next fight will be until January. So this year, just one fight. And that competitive part of me is like, I don't want to be just in my couch and just watch the fights, you know. I mean, couch is just a phrase, because I'm always training. But at the same time, it's like, you know, I think, obviously, I can't say nothing official about the location, because, you know, obviously the people and the journalists are saying the location, but I can get trouble if I say something.
No worries, I understand.
I really believe the next location is amazing for me. I'm ready for the challenge, you know. Obviously, it's more time to prepare myself for the next fight.
For sure.
I'm thinking about, again, a little bit, what can I do better or something like that. And the most important thing right now, I open a little bit the doors for my training partners because, for example, Genaro Valdez, he fought in the Contender Series.
Okay.
He won the contract in the UFC, and he's fighting in the same card like me.
Amazing.
This other guy, Michael Morales, part of my team too.
Yeah.
He fought in the Contender Series, get this contract, and he's fighting the same card. So, man, you know, I'm watching all the team together, training together for the same date. So that's it.
That's amazing. I'm so excited for you because you've even done a lot for my life without even realizing. You know, we've worked together in the past. And one question that I had was, I was curious, you know, you've been the underdog the past 2 fights against Figueiredo. Now, coming in, I'm thinking you're going to be the favorite. Does that change your mindset at all?
I mean, no, you know that the people sometimes they don't understand the power you can get when you're the underdog.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
When anybody's expecting nothing from you, and you have more hungry because you're gonna show to all the world all your skills, all your abilities, and that's amazing. At the same time, I never try to watch what the people say about me or about Figueiredo, about the next fight. For sure. You know, because they have their opinion.
For sure.
And I understand. Yeah. Okay. But the most important thing to me, and I think other part of my success right now, is just believe in myself. Yeah. You know, maybe 100 people say I'm not the best in the world, but if I talk with myself and say, hey, you are the best of the world. Yeah. That's the most important thing for me, right?
Exactly. And you got Joe Rogan behind you.
Of course.
Got to remember Joe Rogan. And of course, too, one thing that I wanted to point out is, you know, someone like you, I envy it so much because you work your whole life for that chance. You know what I mean? And like I said, you were cut earlier and you just worked and plugged away. And many people are afraid of that chance. And you took it and you harnessed it. You know what I mean? And how did that reaction after the fight, was that just everything, all those emotions, just letting it out?
So it was crazy. At first, everything was like a lot of calm and peace in my soul and my body, right? Because it wasn't a hard training camp. Yeah. So I fought against him in December 2020. Yeah. The fight was 6 months later. Yeah. So all the 6 months, I was thinking about the fight, thinking about Figueiredo, thinking about the training camp. For sure. It's a lot of pressure, it's a lot of stress. And when I won the fight and I went to the center of the octagon and started to see all the people screaming my name, all the energy, and other point is,
oh my gosh,
the people start to go to the arenas again after the COVID. I mean, I understand the COVID is still in our lives. Yes. But baby steps, we start to see a lot, kind of normally. Exactly. So yeah, the people in the arena, the energy is different because they was so hungry to watch sports live, live, right? You understand?
Yeah, for sure. And Mexico wanted their first UFC champion.
Exactly. And I mean, man, Arizona, a lot of Mexicans. Yeah. Too much Mexicans there. So I went there, center of the octagon, watching all the people, wow. And then, I start to feel all the emotions, start to think about all my journey, right? It's amazing. I have 16 years doing the sport, and I have 10 years like a professional. Just thinking about the sacrifices. All the times I lost, and but I never stop and get the title, man.
Well, and you never quit believing in yourself as well. So, and it's just like when you believe and you believe and you believe, all those emotions just pour out.
I don't know if you remember, but it was very viral. The video when I had this interview after a fight.
Oh, we watched it on the way here.
Like maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow.
Oh, amazing.
And the crazy thing is, after that interview, I lost 2 in a row, and UFC released me from the company. So everything started to came very, very bad in my life. But that, like you say, I mean, I never stopped to believe in myself, man.
Yeah, and that's such a huge thing, and that's why I love watching you, and I love what you're doing, because within the world today, people need positivity. They need people to be organic. You know, people are squaring off and you're doing the heart. You know what I mean? And I love that. I can't get enough of it. So I really do respect it. And when you do stuff like that, are you trying to spread positivity? Are you trying to somewhat think of the world and try and make it a better place? Or?
Man, I'm just sick of the fake people, man.
Yeah.
I mean, right now the people is not stupid. The people can see when the guy is real or when the guy is really, really fake.
For sure.
And you know, for example, Figueiredo, he tried to be the bad guy and tried to push me in the press conference. Exactly. He's like, man, you don't hate me. Be honest with you.
Yeah.
You don't hate me.
And honestly, when he pushed you like that, I knew you had it because I felt like you were in his head because of that. And again, you're just organic. You're being yourself. It's just so true, and it's what the public needs. And I love that the UFC has that.
I mean, hopefully in the future can be more real people. You're right, because we had some era with a lot of guys who tried to use the trash talk and that stuff. I was fine, you know.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that put a lot of different eyes in the sport.
For sure.
You know, and
McGregor era.
they helped to grow up the sports around the world.
Yeah.
But right now, I think yes, we need a little bit more positive. We need a little bit more real people around this sport.
Well, no, I love it. I love it. And again, UFC 270.
Yes.
But before we go, we are a sports information company. So I got to ask you, UFC 269, Poirier, Oliveira, who do you have?
So, okay, so first of all, I think Oliveira is a real champ. I mean, a lot of people are saying like he's not the real champ because he don't fought against Gaethje or Poirier to get the belt.
For sure.
He fought against Michael Chandler. He came and beat Dan Hooker. Unbelievable fighter. Yeah. But he's real. Charles Oliveira is real. The thing is, I mean, to me, in personal, Dustin Poirier is one of my favorite fighters.
Yeah.
I love his style. I like how he grew up in this sport, in the division.
Yeah.
Because he has chin, a really nice chin.
Yes, he does.
And at the same time, he has really good technique, really good boxing, really good skills on the ground. I mean, I understand he lost, for example, against Khabib, but I mean, Khabib is, I don't know, he's a monster, right? But putting out Khabib of the conversation, Dustin is a monster too. So I'm go with Dustin Poirier, but at the same time, I can put out Charles Oliveira because he's real, his jiu-jitsu is amazing, and the evolution of his striking, every single fight looks better.
No, and that's so true as well, because for me, as I'm the sports information company and stuff like that, I always go with the most well-rounded fighter, the one who has the most paths to victory. I feel like you've become a fighter like that too. Do you work hard to keep your game well-rounded? Do you have days that you specialize in wrestling, jiu-jitsu, you know, we're at Cobra Jiu-Jitsu?
Yeah, I mean, in all my week, I'm trying to do everything, right? Like, try to cover every single part of the game.
For sure.
Jiu-jitsu, wrestling, striking. So, for example, when I'm starting UFC, I was like almost 100% jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
I had my hands, but not like right now. I mean, right now my hands looks amazing. And yes, it's about, I'm trying to keep a really good balance in my trainings to keep all, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, striking in the same place together.
Okay, well, awesome. Well, as always, Brandon, I appreciate you taking the time, and make sure to check Brandon Moreno out at UFC 270, champion of the world. We're out.